Look at different international soup recipes. French onion is one example of an international soup which is popular all over the world, but there are more. India is famed for its lentil soups. Japan's miso is unique and delicious, and most of us are familiar with the healing properties of Jewish chicken noodle is another example. Scotch broth, which is barley and mutton, and cullen skink, a smoked haddock soup, are renowned in Scotland. In Eastern Europe you will find borscht, a meat and beetroot soup, and goulash, which is a paprika and beef stew which used to be a soup. The American South gives us chicken, meat, seafood and okra gumbo soups, and in the Middle East a chickpea, lamb and lentil combination is the perfect snack for breaking the Ramadan fast. In Italy you will find minestrone and many other varieties of pasta and bean types, and Greece is home to delicious lemon and egg soup. Spanish gazpacho is a wonderful example of a famous chilled version, and Lebanese cucumber soup is just as refreshing. How it has evolved through history. Soups vary from chilled to piping hot, as well as from water thin to thick and creamy. The word soup can be traced back to the word succare, which in Latin means to soak, and this refers to the way vegetables or meat is soaked in cooking liquid to make a soup. Soup used to known as pottage, which means cooked in a pot, or broth, which means brewed. Bouillon is French for boil, and a bouillon is a stock. The word chowder comes from the Breton word chowdery, which means cauldron, and chowders are rich, thick soups from the American Northeast and New England areas. A chowder might have a creamy base, a tomato base, or a clear broth base. A bisque is a thick soup which is thought to come from the Bay of Biscay near Spain. Bisques used to feature game birds and poultry, but now most are made with seafood such as crab or lobster. Soups used to be basic combinations of meat, vegetables and water, but international soups developed in their own way, and today there are many types of soup recipes and lots of different flavors and ingredients you can add to soup to recreate famous international soup recipes like French onion soup, and more. Recipe for Greek egg and lemon soup. This delicious soup is called agoglamino in Greek, and the tangy lemon, chicken, rice and egg combine to make a wonderfully aromatic soup. For a tangier soup you can add more lemon. For a more filling soup, add more rice. This recipe serves 4 people. What you will need: 2 diced boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 1 egg, 1 and 1/2 cups raw instant rice, 1/2 cup lemon juice, 4 cups chicken broth, salt and pepper to taste. How to make it: bring the broth to a boil, then add the chicken, and cook for a couple of minutes. Add the rice. Beat the lemon juice and egg and slowly stir this mixture into the soup. Cook for 5 more minutes and serve. Look at different international soup recipes. French onion is one example of an international soup which is popular all over the world, but there are more. India is famed for its lentil soups. Japan's miso is unique and delicious, and most of us are familiar with the healing properties of Jewish chicken noodle is another.